What up, guys? What up? Just give me a minute. Just trying to get all my chats popped out here. What's up, Future Trader? How are you doing? Thank you, Futures Trader. How was your trading session today? Dude, the volume looks so dead tonight. So we got both charts up here, guys. So what this is one is the June contracts on the left, and on the right is the March contract. So we're just kind of going to see which one's going to offer the better move, but they're kind of moving the same, just different levels. I mean, I don't really see much difference between the two. So, I mean, they're pretty much making identical type moves. We also have gold. Let's see. Not yet. We also have gold. Well, did it change? Nope. Right here it is. So we just brought over both contracts. This way, if somebody's trading gold, I mean, not trading gold, but if someone's trading June contracts or March contracts. So I pretty much feel like, yeah, dude, the price action, I'm not going to lie, dude. It was really hard to find a motivation to even get on here and I mean, I don't even know if we'll have any trades tonight. Like I said, you know, I've preached this about rollover week, man. It's like some of the worst price action. You know, this is like a survival. I call this is kind of like a survival week for me. I just want to make it through the week without messing up any accounts, especially funded accounts, and get to next week when everybody's on June contracts. April last year, I don't know if y'all can remember, but April was almost untradeable last year. That's when all that tariff talk was coming in last April. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it was insane last April. So hopefully going into this April session, the market will be a little bit more calmer, a little bit more cleaner movement, where it'll make it a little easier to trade. So I will look for a possible gold trade this evening too. The only thing I'm not a fan of is how much we consolidated in this area. Oh man, well, I may take that gold trade right there actually. That's that. I gotta make sure it's on the. So basically, we're just gonna be looking for 5 points on the gold here, $50, and it's gonna be on a funded account. I like all this consolidation we have right here under the 12 and 13. So I'm hoping like all this will hold. I got to be careful. This is the top of the hour too. Actually, let me wait for this top of the hour to get by. I don't want to get caught in like a big dump sell off. Look at the top of the hour NAS. Woo. That actually looks kind of nice. He left equal high sitting up there around the 70 level. Ooh, nice. I think this goes back up, guys. I think this is just a trap. What's up, Henry? How are you doing? The one chart on the left is my gold. Let me look at. See, June, the contracts are pretty much the same, so we may just do the June contracts. Oh, nice. Man, did we get smoked here? Ooh, gold's dumping hard, guys. Shoot. Mm. That's what I was kind of worried about, being the top of the hour. I thought that was going to be kind of scary there. I might not even let it go much past the 10 level. Just risk the 3 points here. The NQ still like it's trying to push, so I'm hoping the gold pops back up when the NQ is trying to push down. Like I said, I'm not going to hold gold the whole way down. I think if I lose the 10s, we'll close this because it's at the top of the hour. And I know sometimes at the top of the hour, gold will dump. And I don't want to get caught in a big 15, 20 point sell off. What's up? What's up, Al? Usually with these gold trades, I want them to be fairly instant sometime. Man, this stuff is just super, super grindy. So we'll just risk the 4 points on gold. So basically $40. Yeah, this is actually a funded account here on gold. I'm kind of new to taking funded trades on gold. We spent the last few weeks trading gold. Lately, I've been doing like evals with like one mini, looking for $500, but I can't do that on a funded account. That's just risking way too much of the profit to do that. We just have to do that a lot on the smaller size here. Come on, 20 points. There we go. You can do it. Ah, come on. That's usually not a good sign when it goes that far up, then wicks all the way back, and it misses our take profit by like a, what, less than a point. So may get stopped out here. Yep. I knew that was going to. As soon as it went up there and missed my take profit by, what, 1 point, because we were looking for 18 to hit. All right, we'll switch over to all right, now we'll just kind of focus on the NASDAQ here. Let me switch over to, I'm just going to switch over to June contracts because it's about the same volume. Oh, thank you, all, Ben. Sorry if I was focused on my charts there for a minute. What's up, Ponzi? How have you been? Yes, this is a NASDAQ on a prop firm. Alben. So we only lost $26 on that trade. What's up, Will? How are you doing? So far, the market is super slow tonight. I tried a little 5-point gold trade. I was looking for 5 points to make a quick $50 on the funded, but we missed it by 1 point. And as soon as we missed it, man, it just slingshot back like 10 points. So hopefully we can find a couple little trades on NASDAQ tonight. I don't know. This stuff is hard enough to trade during the New York rollover session, but man, this rollover session during the Asia market is pretty bad. right now we're pretty much trading in a 30-point range, a 35-point range. So no movement at all this evening. You would think that we'd want to run these equal highs sitting up here at 80. And since this one didn't push down below this one, this didn't run a low. This candle right here couldn't push below. So you would think that we'd want to push higher here. Yeah, we are trading, Alban, we're trading, what? 3 fundeds regularly on Bulanox, but we have a total of 7 funded accounts. Is there anybody in position now, or is everybody just sitting on the sideline? Ooh, it's time to listen to some kind of music or something, guys. It's going to be a music night. Try to help us get through this slow market here. You're selling? All right, nice. Oh, you're asking me if I'm selling. No, I'm not doing anything right now. What's up, Timmy? What's up, Goodman? How are you doing? I do kind of like the longs to possibly run this equal highs. We got fairly equal highs sitting up there. And this couldn't make a low. This couldn't make a new low. Okay, nice. Nothing for me so far. I did try a little gold trade a while ago. I was long from 12 looking for, or 13 looking for 18, and we hit 17. And I think I just left it in there for a 2-point stop loss. So we got stopped out for a $20-something loss. What's up, Joseph? How are you doing this evening? I wouldn't mind seeing a push back down to the, say, 25s, 28s. Oh, you're waiting for that 75 to kind of get taken out? Got some food, just need some cash? Bitcoin's on a rocket to the moon? Oh, sorry, wrong chat. Sorry. Dude, this range is horrible right now, guys. So what's the lows? What, 35? You might as well just say your range is what the previous day closed. I'm not going to really count the 2 wicks, 2 bodies that are just barely pushed above to the 80s. I mean, that's pretty much just what? About a 40-point range. trading range all the way till Wednesday. I'm not that very good at. I struggle. I think I struggle with the range because I have a hard time putting those resting orders down. Will, like, I guess because I don't trust it, so I have a hard time putting resting orders. If we break down to say 25, 28 area, I may put a resting order sitting there. Then I may add at 816. That 20, let's see, the 20, the 826, 825 is kind of like my bear bull line here. Microwave. All right. Just research microwave. All right. What's the research in microwave is? Those are the microwaves. Microwaves. Oh, okay. Silver busted? You mean silver's on to the moon? It says Asia has some crazy volatility. I wouldn't leave a resting order out there either. I am looking for at 26 bounce here. If we can push down there and get that 26. Let me switch back over to gold and just take a peek. Gold's still just kind of hovering around the teens. Now that I'm out of the order, we did create another swing on gold. But like I said, we didn't hold it. Thank you, Roy. Good luck the rest of the evening, sir. So far, very, very slow price actions. Not really a lot to do. Like I said, the only level I'm really looking for to get hit is 825, 826. Then there's a big wick at 16. So I think even if it does sell through 25, you might get a big bounce off the 16 level because there's a big, looks like a data wick sitting there. And 816 will be, I was looking for a possible 825 buy for like 5 or 10 points in a runner. But 816, I'm only going to give it 10 points. There's a big wick at 816 that could possibly get hit. That's from that data wick. It says increase volume, Mike. I don't know why. I think my volume's loud enough. It says you'll have to buy the bottom gold. We're only going in 3 micros, guys, so we're staying small here. I haven't dropped my order yet. I'm just going to make sure that we don't get like a crazy engulfing candle to the downside. So like I said, if we break the 26, I'll try one more ad at 16 or even maybe the 800, 796. We may even do a 2 add in because we're up about $1,500, $1,600 in this account. So we do have a little bit of drawdown with this account. So even if we do kind of get caught in it, but 800 would definitely be my max loss. I wouldn't want to go any more than that because that's our next pivot down. But I definitely feel like if we don't bounce at 26, we're going to bounce at 16. There's a big 5-minute wick sitting there at the 16s. And if this goes down and just kind of hits it, then moves back up without tagging us in, we won't do a second try because that's usually where we get burned is when you try that second entry. Like I said, if it engulfs it, our next level down is going to be 16. And if we miss it, we will just take it off and won't take it. We might. Is it going to miss it? It's so close. God, man. You made $400 on that micro. Nice. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle, which is kind of scary on the new 5-minute candle. All right, let's see what happens at the 16. We lost kind of my bull bear line, which is that 25, 24, whatever you want to call it. Damn it. We missed it. We missed the tag in. Son of a bee. Dang it. We missed the tag in, guys. I had to take that off real quick. Hit the first target. Dude, I can't believe it missed us by a tick, man. Come on. That's so dirty. I could have got a better entry, But it was off that big wick, guys. What it is, there's a big 5-minute wick sitting there at the 16. That's why I said if it breaks the 26, I was going to put another resting order at 16 to try to like bring down the average a little bit. Dirty. You're thinking this could be the lower high for a push back up? Man, that'd be nice. I'm already at break even just in case it's the size it wants to come back. You thought about the Blue Guardian instant funding. I guess I'm not aware of them, Millionaire Trader. I'm sorry I missed that. I was kind of just focused on getting my trade set up. So my first initial entry was the 26. That was kind of like my bull bear line, that 26 level. And my add-in was at 16. So we hit the 16. So we kind of went through the 26 kind of fast. And then we hit that 16 and I missed my add-in by just a few points. But if we push back down, we could look for another possible trade down here at the 796s. That would be another pivot retest. All right, so we at least got the first target. Didn't really get anything off the runner there. Back below the 25, I'll close this. I just wanted to see if we could jump back in with back in with our runners. Basically, is all I was doing here. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle here. So this new 5-minute candle should basically tell us a lot here, which direction we're going to go. Pretty much whatever way we probably going to break. Yeah, I want to say the last couple mornings, the last couple weeks have been pretty tough. Oh, bottom of the hour. So yeah, we could get a nice push down here. So pretty much just a break-even trade at the moment. No, I think if you were going, I don't know about buying here because I'm not really sure which way we're going to go. We're buying fairly small. This thing could easily drop back and retest this pivot all the way down at 796. And we're also on the June contracts, guys. Dude, no volume at all. Zilts, zero, no volume. So what we could do is actually to kind of get an idea of which way we're going to go. If you pull fib on this and if it only goes up to the 50, I know, me too, man. I can't stand the rollover week. If we say just pull back up to the 50 here, and that may even be the safer trade, just look for 50. And that would be like a 50% pullback. Yeah, so basically we got our community split between June and March contracts. I was switching over to see. I still may consider another goal if for some reason we're able to push back down in like the 49.80s. We have another swing down at what, 49.90. I don't know if I'll do it on my funded yet though. Maybe. Be careful taking the long. I don't really know which way we're going to be pushing right now. I mean, I could see us possibly hitting the 50, but any farther than that, I'm not sure. I feel like your better long entry was probably the 26 or the 16. 16 being probably the better of it just because there was a big data wick there. I want to think that's some kind of Nvidia numbers. I think that's what that nasty wick was from earlier today. Tonight I'll probably feel lucky just to get over $100. I don't know, it's good volume. Let me see how it reacts to that 50 level here. There's your 50%. That was probably more of a guarantee on the 50 level because that's your 50% pullback. But this thing could drop back down after this, though. This is where I was trying to see if this is going to hold. If the 50% doesn't hold, that's where I would like to see it continue moving higher here. The 30-minute chart on the QQQ cash is sitting on the 50 EMA. All right, so it looks like that's going to be possibly our swing right here, guys. I'd like to see this thing break the 81, then come back, do like a little 50% retest. We still got 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle, guys. Those levels definitely paid nicely. The 26 slash, what do you want to call it? 26/16. So this is how we got these levels. I use a super trend indicator. That's where I got the 26 from. And this is, if you put on standard pivots, then change your settings to Fibonacci. And so these are the Fibonacci settings I use. I mean, pivot settings. I'm sorry, that next level was right there. You see right there? I don't know how well you can see that. But that was that data wick, or I think that was that NVIDIA kind of news or something this evening at 2 o'clock. Big wick right there. So that's where we bounced at. That's where I was trying to add my extra contract at while ago, but we didn't get it. Was off of that contract. Let me check gold real quick. No, gold's still just hovering around that messy stuff there. Is there anybody in the long or short here? All right, we're about to have a new candle. Now, this thing could come crashing back down, guys, because we ran the 50-60% of the candle. I'm going to try to take as much points as I can out of this. We can always re-enter. All right, runner got stopped out there. So we did leave about 20 points on the table there, guys. You're short from 47. Nice. I've already switched over. My trading view charts just switched over automatically. So, and I was watching the price action, and it pretty much looked the same as March. Woo, is this thing continue lower here? Where do we go from here? Let's see. You said make it short. Oh, the silver, gold, and Bitcoin looks like the NQ chart. Nice. Looking good so far, Al. Nice short, man. All right, so just excuse me, just sit on the sidelines for a minute and just wait. No hurries. I'm hoping maybe one more trade will get us at least over that 100 of the night. So we're just at $60, unfortunately. Got to get through this low here. If we get through this low, it should dump all the way down to the 800s and even this gold, this pivot line down there at 796. I've been trading these swings in gold, but I don't know. The next one's all the way down at 49.90, so you still need like 20 points. I don't have any counts to do a giveaway, Andrew. Sorry about that. I'll try to request some more giveaways for next week from Elusive. No, we're not in a gold trade. Nice exit, Al. Ally. This is Ninja Trader, Brizo. I'll put it in the chat for you. That way, if you want to just look it up for yourself. Still have not broke the swing. You really need to see us break the swing here at the 16s. All right, 10 seconds to a new 5-minute candle here, guys. So these would probably be my new next entries for gold if we get pushed down there. We just got to keep out of it. Yeah, that's what I need also, Jason. I'm working on my elusive account also. I think I need, let's see, I think I have a little over $500 in my elusive account. Let's see. We'll connect it. I don't usually trade my elusive this time of the night. I'm sitting at 578. I have a 25K, so I got to make 1250 to pass mine. Let me turn my elusive account off. We don't want to make a mistake and take a trade with it by accident. What's up, man? How are you doing? What size account are you trading, Jason, for your Lucif account? What's up, Ogun? How are you doing tonight? Or David? Thank you for stopping in and chatting for a minute. We're just kind of sitting on our sidelines. We just got out of a trade a few minutes ago. We shorted off a pivot and off the 25 level back up to 50. And that's kind of what all we were really looking for, which is that 50% pullback. And now we're just kind of sitting on the sidelines. It's not a great trading session tonight. It's super choppy. You are getting a little movement, but man, you got such a tight range. You're looking at less than 40 points. So definitely not really a lot to do here. The only level I would like to see us, oh, you bought the dip Friday? Nice. The only other move that I would look for here is if we can push back down and retest those like 796 level. We are watching gold. I may put an order on right here on gold and look for 5 points. I got to make sure that stuff's just on one micro because we do not want to mess around and be on the gold will wreck your stuff so quick, guys. You got to be careful when messing with the gold, especially if you're trading minis. Oh, nice on the hold. I can't hold. I'm using prop firms. I got to have most all my accounts closed by nights. Yeah, man, that's the best way to do it, Jason. Just, watch as many people as possible. Just kind of pick and choose what you feel works best for you and your trading style. I mean, that's pretty much what I've done over the last couple years. I don't watch hardly nobody now, but in the very beginning, I would definitely just watch new people or watch whoever, or if someone had some kind of tip to share, if it was useful for me, I would use it. If not, just move on to the next one till you do find what works for you. To me, I like trading support and resistance. I like trading off key levels. Oh, yeah, the price action's been pretty crappy tonight, Sky. I mean, we're pretty much just what the high is sitting up there around the 80. We're pretty much staying within a 30, 40 point, 35 to 40 point range. So, like I said, we're kind of looking for, what is that level? 49, still about 10 points away. Maybe that's not one. Because it's not a new low. It's got to be a 3 candle. Well, no, it would be right there. All right, so another wick test. No, Ken, we're not in a trade right now, man. We're just kind of sitting off to the side watching. What's up, Solo? How are you doing today or this evening? We're just sitting on the sidelines. The price action really hasn't been that great. It has offered like some 5 to 10 point moves. I mean, I do kind of like the long off that pivot down there at the 800s. Let's see if we can tell what's below there. So if we break through that pivot, we're probably going to what, 7,668. Oh, tomorrow's CPI numbers. Okay, I didn't know that. Nice, man, on the short. Nice trading off the whole number, too. I love trading whole numbers. Nice to see some people are having some okay entries tonight, getting 10, 15 points. That's kind of all I look for also in the Asia market. Unless I can get that really good runner, but excuse me. I don't know if it would be. We got a pivot sitting at 799, 700 area. Below that pivot, your next level down is going to be 769, 770. Let me go back over and check gold real quick. Solo, I thought Methodical Man was going to be on tonight. Oh, there he is. He's a little late. Oh, Methodical Man is just now getting on. 9 o'clock. So what do y'all think? We get a little dump here or a pop-up at the opening, the top of the hour? Usually the nighttime likes to pop at the top of the hour. I'm going to wait and see what happens at the 800s here. So I'm not going to take anything until I know we probably get through. I wonder I wonder if that pivot holds, because yeah, I like those levels down there too. That's the top of that New York session high over there at 65. So that's definitely a big possibility for that level to get hit. Man, it's almost like all right, we still got about 4 minutes before the top of the hour. Do we get the 796 bounce here? Had to turn that down for a minute. I feel like between 10 and 11 is best for me. If you're looking for super like 5-second, 6-second trade, probably in the first 10 minutes. But to me, all my better setups usually come around the 10 o'clock hour. That's usually whenever I usually get most of my cleaner setups and I've always noticed, usually it's always my second or third trade that I'll get like that 50 to 100 point move. Nice on the $12 more than we get the PA. Nice. The way the 50% works on the elusive is it has to be your very first 2 times using it. So I think the way it works is the first 2 times is 50% off. It should show, like, if you go to your promotion little things on your page, it should show if you still have 2 left. Then for the 40%, I think you get 5 off for 40%. Then after that is 30%, I think, once it gets down to the last after the 5. You would have to go to your promotion tab. Let me look real quick. I thought that you also got 40% off too. Yeah, if you go to the promotion vault, it should tell you what percentages you have left. So the first 2 are 50%. The next 5 are for 40%. And then your next order from 6 plus is 30%. I know. I just recently started using elusive myself. I had a funded with them. I ended up blowing my funded by doing a kind of a stupid over leveraging last Monday. Let's see. Yeah, just go to your promotion vault, and it should be in there. I was tempted to try like a little 10-point trade off that pivot, but I think I'm just going to wait and see if we lose the pivot. I feel like that's the safer. Yeah, I did mine last Monday. I started a new eval sometime last week, and I'm doing the 25K, so I'm up, I think, 500 or so. So I'm about halfway there from getting my funded back. So yeah, so right now I got 578 in my elusive account. And I got to get to what, 1250? I think we actually started off red today too, man. I think our first trade we're like $126 in the red. So we had to make up $126 today on 2 trades. Woo. What is up, Solo? 530 is the MO. Did we close below the... No, the PM low. Well, which one? Are you talking about? I'm on June contracts. We're on June contracts. Quantum computing. I'm not sure. Oh, that's a stock company. I don't trade stocks. This is the. This is a contract futures with the NASDAQ. Thank you guys for the roses, Millionaire Trader. I was kind of hoping that we would have got this bounce off of the what? You would almost need to get back above the 25, 26 area for longs. We could also pull fib on this and see if we get like that 50% pullback. What are we still about 10 points away? I was trying to place my orders. This would be a gold buy. So like I said, I don't really call out gold plays because I'm very, very new to trading gold. But that thing didn't push down, so. So what you would do is just pull 50% to get an idea about where we're going to pull back to. So possibly 35 would be your pullback section if this is going to continue lower from here. Woo, I feel like, man. Let's see if we get through the 33s here. Like I said, that'd be your 50% pullback. That could be your next swing. So what you want to see here is just to create another leg to the top side. So basically another ledge. So this would be a ledge. This would be a ledge. And then you don't want this candle, if we're going to continue lower, probably not to break any more than the 50 or 30%, then for us to push back down. I'm not in any kind of trade at the moment. Kevin. So there's your 50% mark. Just got hit at 35s, 30 areas. Solo, what is the MO? What is that? On gold, I was looking for a buy signal. Ease, what are we using? We are trading the 5 minutes on the MNQ on Ninja Trader. What's up, David? You said you're long? Nice. Maybe we finally found the bottom and we're going to move back up and take out those highs up there. Oh, yeah, midnight candle. Usually I have that marked out. I don't know where it's at on this one. Let me see. Yeah, my trading view switched over, so we just pretty much just went over to June contracts with them. What indicator? The only indicators that are on here are the pivots, the Fibonacci pivots, and previous day lows and highs. They're just like support and resistant indicators. See if we can get through this 50% here. On trading stocks, do you pay attention to any of the news or just a market move? We do pay attention to like early morning news, and that's pretty much about it, deep. So like I use investing.com. So you got to get through this 50%. So like I said, the nighttime loves to retest the 50%. Sorry, I have to look around my camera. I can't see. Dude, gold just blasted up there, man. Gold ain't gonna be back to those levels in a minute. So let's see. Quick short on crude oil. I've never tried the crude oil. Are you? Uh, I would think that if the trend continues, that we move lower, especially if your 50% holds up here. Yeah, that would have been another entry on gold there, but. Mm. You're in short gold? Dude, gold's just what? Took a little, what? Just moved up, what, 15 points? Where are you long from, Christian? Or short from? Oh, let me move this stuff over. You get tempted. I think I had my Quantower charts up. Yeah, you really don't want to lose over this 60% pullback here. That's probably the max. You got in long at 28, Ken. Nice. Let's retest that 5-minute wick. There's a lot of wicks sitting there at the 40s, so oh, nice. You would think that this level would hold at the 40s. I mean, between all the wicks right here, so you would think that this would be a pullback here. The weekly fib. No, I haven't done the weekly fib. It would, if I try to switch over to that higher of a time frame, my charts would probably freeze up, DB. What, 68? For shorts, I want to see us kind of get back below the 25s. So what we're waiting on is see if this is going to be the next swing here. So this would be a swing. This is a swing. And this is a swing. So we're waiting to see if this is going to stay intact. Got to get back below this, what, 25, 24. Come on, we got 3 minutes left. Let's push. All right, so we just got the runner left, and we're looking to see if we run these lows down at the 804s. It looks bearish on the 4-hour candle. Nice short out at the 30. I wish I'd have got short a little bit sooner. I just didn't want to hop in too early. You got in long at 828. I think I saw that while ago, Ken. Trying to add a few more points. Dude, my timer stopped working. Dude, we're about to have a new 5-minute counts. Man, my freaking timer will stop working on my thing. Come on. Really don't want it back above that 25 area. I would like to see the 25, 24 hold up here. Hong Kong opens in 10 minutes. Hopefully this wasn't the pullback for us to move. Let's see. That was the, what, 60% there, so. Another retest of the 25. All right. That pushed me over $100 finally. So. Nice. I know. Come on. Give us them lows. We want the lows. I would shoot for more profit, but I don't want to possibly fight that pivot down there. Cody, probably not overall if you probably take the amount of money that we have spent over 2.5 years, but the last few months are, 4 months, 5 months, yes. But I've only been trading consistently for about 2.5 years. So, I spent my first 2 years of a lot of ups and downs like most people. I've probably been my most consistent probably in the last 4 or 5 months. It usually takes, most people 2 or 3 years to kind of find their consistency. We're good, candle dealer. But, you know, I guess you would call this more of a scalping, because swing trading would involve like holding long-term trades. And Cody, since we're using prop firms, you can't hold trades past 5 o'clock. So you have to have all your entries closed by 5. So the only way to hold entries past 5 is there's certain prop firms that allow you to do that, or you would have to use your own cash account. Come on. Ali, are you still holding from 30? Or at least your runner? Let me check gold real quick. Sorry. Nice, dude. I think we could possibly get down to 796 before we get another bounce. What's up, Dis? No, come on. We're still bouncing off that 25 level. Uh, yeah, it would be a little bit more dangerous hopping in the teens. I mean, I guess it depends on your leverage. Probably just a lot of like trial and error, Brandon, which most people who usually trade go through a lot of trial and error, you know, just a lot of the bumps and bruises along the way, taking your losses, getting through all the emotional part of trading, over leveraging, revenge trading, most of those like common things that a lot of people deal with. Surprisingly, most strategies will work. It's just the risk management aspect of it will usually destroy a lot of people. You know, I've struggled with that a lot in the beginning. Over leveraging. It took me a while to consistently just start doing micros only. Man, it seems like trading options would be so much more harder than trading futures. You're looking for a long off the 722. So you're chasing a trade. Don't chase. Yep, there is. Is there a gap? I think there is. Man, do you think we fill in that? Let's see. 764. We could easily get a pullback, man. I mean, that's part of the Asia market, dude. The Asia market loves to pull back. If this thing pulls back, I'd rather just take the break-even type trade and get a new entry. All right, runner got stopped. About 2.5 years, Rich. Or 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. There's a crazy 200-point gap fill to the downside. Whew. I mean, if this thing breaks this high, I mean, it pretty much will have to switch over to longs. Is this the someone said Hong Kong Open? Is this the Hong Kong Open? This is the what we're getting the push with? Trying to long up to 880. Nice. All right, we're about to break this previous swing here. Remember, I'm on June contracts, solo. Yeah, see, we got back above that other level, the 25, but where could we get the push to? What? 67? We'd have to get kind of through the 67 to change. All right, just gonna kind of sit on our hands and wait here. Let's pull a fib on that leg and see what the pullback was, since we did not, make a new low on that last pullback. Was that 76% for this leg here? Man, I was really hoping that thing would continue down lower to fill in that big old gap to the downside. You want to see trading view charts? These are June contracts. We just bounced off the PM high on mine. I wanted to take that last trade down to the pivot. I thought that's where we were going on that last one. It says about 3 years trading futures. I think when I first started out, I was trading the ES, but then we switched over to the Nasty Girl, and we pretty much have been trading that since then. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle here. I don't know why my timer constantly stops working here. 19 seconds left. My only thing is we're pretty much trading back into this consolidation. Nice on your long. Is there anybody here trading the March contracts? I know Solo said he's trading March. Oh, excuse me. A lot of resistance here at the 40s. I'm not even sure if we get through the 40s here. Wow, gold just popped off, man. What about you, Solo? Are you in any kind of a long or short at the moment? Or are you just kind of sitting on the sidelines? We're trying to find one more trade to possibly push us over $100 for the night. Solo, did I tell you I blew an eval last night? Trading gold. You went long a while ago. Nice, David. I'm in long. I know how you feel about that one. I'm in long, so it should tank. Oh, goodness. Oh, I got caught in a dump on gold last night, and I was in one mini on a 25K, and you only get 15 points of drawdown. What sucks is I was up $1,000 in that account on my eval. I tried to just knock out it with one trade on the $500 to get 5 points. Yeah, one mini. $100 a point, man. I got slammed so quick, man. It was a weird time too, man. It happened like at the 20 after, man. It just dumped like 22 points. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, all I can do is just sit there and watch. man. You really don't want to see us lose those 25. So I'm hoping this right here kind of holds for a move back up here. Went long on crude oil. Nice. Welcome to the YOLO. It says 1 gold mini equals to 5 NQ minis. So true. So true. I didn't even think about it that way, man. Oh, you accidentally, dude, that is the worst, Christian. Accidentally do minis instead of micros, man. I've blown an account that way. Thinking that, I was going to take a loss and only be like $100, and you look over there and it's $600. You're like, what the? Oh, that's so frustrating, man. There's just, that's the worst. That's the worst. And where if you're on the wrong account in the morning and you're thinking that you're about to take a fat funded trade and you're on an eval. I've done that multiple times. That always sucks too. You didn't even know the crude, dude. You will get wrecked real quick on crude oil minis, dude. I was messing around with crude oil on a sim account, dude. Just 5 micros is like $800 for a few points. It was insane. Ooh. Dude, it's losing that one level that we've been shorting off this whole time, that 25-26 area. I know if I try to short this thing, it's just going to rip my face back up. Dude, that thing just suckered some folks in, man. Oh, you're talking about imagine getting good at trading crude oil? So I'm still, if we're going to push lower, I mean, I'm still looking for that push down to the 796. Right now we're only up $88, guys. So I was hoping to at least find one more trade to get us over that $100 for the night. We're sitting at 88. We got about 2 minutes for a brand new 5-minute candle. Oh my goodness. Whew. I appreciate the likes and follows tonight, guys. I definitely appreciate it. This definitely helps. Yeah, gold looking kind of bully, man. I was hoping that we would get that pull back to the 12. I've already tried to long that area one time tonight, but I don't know about trying it again. Oh, my goodness. All right, about to have a new 5-minute candle in 10 seconds. Kind of hoping we start pushing back up here. Thanks for the donation, Hoodie. Thank you, good sir. I have a horrible coffee habit, Hoodie. It's probably insane the amount of coffee that I drink some days. My wife usually buys me a bean to cup coffee for anybody that's a coffee fan. What is that? Hmm. The only time NASDAQ closes between the, yeah, correct. Unless you're trading, I think, real money, right? I think you can hold the trades, but with prop firms, you have to let them go. But Yeah, it was Nvidia. See. Uh, we were looking for shorts down into that pivot range down at the 796s, but longs, it's kind of hard to say. It's like the longs are just kind of being faked out. I just feel like the play is to the downside if I had to pick. And that is on June contracts. It could be completely different on the March contracts. I want to say we have like a 200 gap move to the downside. So we closed at what, 692? So we have a 200 point gap to the downside. So previous day low, let's see. Yeah, there's like over a 200 point move. Trying to. What's up, Gus? It says, do you. Let's see. You're asking me, do I have a YouTube channel? Is that what that that B is supposed to be a V? Yes, Gus. I think you're on the vertical page. I do have a horizontal page, so I have like two different pages. Right now, man, we're just kind of just chopping here. Man, look at gold just ripped, dude. Somebody just got paid. Yeah, if you go to my channel and look up live, you should see both of them side by side. So, let's see. I don't even know if I have a live that's open here. So that would be the horizontal page here. If you want to watch horizontal. No, we're just kind of sitting on the sideline at the moment. I mean, we do have like a little 3 little bitty thing on the, what is that called? The 3 candle pullback on the 5 minutes, but it's still not very pretty. Or if you did take the long, I'd probably use 20, 23, 24 as the stop loss. So what time is it? That's a brand new 5-minute candle here. Maybe if this next candle starts pushing up here. I don't know. I was thinking we were going to push down, but I'm just going to be looking for 5 points in runners. If all right. There's still that possibility as we go back and lose that 20, 25, 24. Let me pull fib on this real quick. Look at there. We're struggling just to get 5 points. How much time we got left on this candle? 2.5 minutes. Remember the 25, 24 is still my bear bull line. So what's crazy is that's like the 70%. If you pull fib on this whole move, because we ran the low. We still haven't ran the overall swing, which is the 800s. Let's pull fib on that full move there and see what it is. Dude, insane. You dropped to 2 funded accounts. Whew, that's a big buffer. You must have went in super heavy today, rogue trader. Dude, this is rollover week, man. You gotta keep it safe this week. Just trade a few micros to get through this week to add to your fundeds, then just go to next week. I got a very tight stop loss on this, guys. We only got a 3-point stop loss. So we're in this very small. So if we get stopped out, it's only basically losing what? $30. I don't know how convinced I am if we're moving up yet, honestly. Because we're still just kind of trapped in this range. We really haven't broke out, like, convincingly, like, feel like we're broken out of this range yet. New 4-hour candle. Uh-oh, this may dump down here. New 4-hour candle, new 1-hour candle. I guess I didn't realize that we were at the, what, top of the hour here, or this close. Maybe this is where the big move will finally come. So maybe the bears or bulls, one of them will take over. I'm in long, but I'm still not convinced, not really sure which way we're moving. So you got to think this last leg did not break a higher low. So this didn't break this low and this one didn't break this high. So I don't know. I was still kind of short biased, but we were trying to see if we can just kind of squeeze in 5 points on this trade with the runner, but doesn't, as right now, I'm not even sure. We're just kind of stuck. And I know this price action is going to be tough because this is rollover week. And my short bull bear line is the 25. So above 25, we're looking for longs. Back below 25, we look for shorts. First target hit. Do we finally get a push here? Pretty much break even trade here, guys. We did. I think that finally pushed us over the, what do you want to call it? The $100 mark that we were looking for. So we're up, what, 111. This has been a tough $100 made tonight, guys. Which ones, Ally? It says, is the horizontal lines or any other drawing objective that you need to uncheck? Just left click on the thing. Left click on your mouse and hold it down and it goes up and down. Fast trader. So there's your mouse. Hold the left thing right here on the numbers. We're still in this trade for like 4 points. Boy, this is a very, very slow candle. All right, let me try to understand what you were saying, Ally. Ally? Oh, like that? Like this? Uh-oh. Looks like we're about to get... hold control down, then left click on the charts, and it will allow you to move the charts up and down. All right, so runner got stopped out. We were fortunate enough to get the first 5 points. All right, we're back to our bull bear line, that 25, guys. Dude, does this thing just dump off that? Ooh, do we short our 25 here? How much time we got left on this? We got 4 minutes left, man. Holy crap. I tried a short for 5 points in a runner, but our runner got stopped out. We just hit the first 5 points because that's all I usually do in the nighttime. Just look for 5 points in runners. Man, I thought we were going to be over $100. We're sitting at 98. So we got still 3 minutes left on the charts. Well, maybe this is the 4-hour break that we're finally been waiting on. This is going to be a big 4-hour candle. Maybe this is where we finally get the gap fill in, because we got a 200-point gap fill in for today. Like when the market opened, we gapped up over 200 points. The market closed at 660 and it opened at 850. So you got a 200 gap move to the downside on the NQ. I'm going to stay out of this unless we break that pivot down there at 95, 96. You still got about 2 minutes left on this candle. What time is it? Minute and a half, guys. Minute and a half. One minute left. 1 minute. It's so hard to get short down here because we done pushed down here so many times, and it looked like it's trying to break out to the downside, and we end up just wicking back up and pushing higher. So it's so hard to get short. What's up, man? How are you doing? Thank you guys for joining us and hanging out this evening. Hopefully everybody's having a safe trading session. Most of my entries have been just 5 points in runners. Most of my runners have been stopped out this evening. So we really haven't made anything off the runners just because we just keep consolidating back and forth. We really haven't picked any kind of direction. We're just been trading sideways in a range. As right now, we're pretty much 810 to about 850. We've been kind of just stuck in this range since 8:30, 8 o'clock. You've been just buying the bounces. For the shorts to stay in control, we need to hold the 24.25 here. Yeah, that's why I mainly been doing just 5 points in runners tonight. Divorce Dad Simulator. For some reason, my stuff didn't work. Oh, it's up there. Never mind. I'm not even sure if we get down there. We've been struggling to push past the 10s all night. My stop loss will be the 25-20 area, so we're only going to be in this trade for 5 points. That 24-25 is my bear bull line. So remember, if we lose 25, I'm closing the trade. Yeah, we're on micros, man. Definitely not minis. Minis would just wreck us. You got to think, man, mostly everything I'm trading is at 25K or 50K. And if I traded minis with those, and all it would take is just one bad trade to just really wreck my account. So we just try to stick to the micros. And I only trade evals during the Asia session. We don't really trade funded accounts. I did try a gold funded tonight, but it failed. To trade minis. Are you talking about a real cash account, Ally? Ally? Nice. No, man. If this doesn't hold, guys, we're going to close here. Still just kind of bouncing off our level there. Like I said, that 24.25 is my bear bull line. Most of the indicators that I use are all level base TT. That was a weird opening candle. Woo. Lucky we have equal lows almost sitting there at the 15s. $24.25 is still closing. I'm not even sure which way we're going to go. I mean, I feel like we're just running both sides. We got wicks on both sides. So, I mean, this thing could... We got wicks on this side, wicks on the other side. I mean, dude, it is insane. Look at all these big wicks. So, I'm pretty sure you can draw out a big wedge here. For anybody that likes to draw, you know, the wedges and the flags and stuff. So, big wedge. The MACD indicator. I think that's just a bunch of... I don't even ever use the MACD, so I couldn't really... I mean, I guess I could put it on there. Let's see. I just don't want to freeze up my charts. Let's see. The RS... Rogues likes the RSI better. I don't usually use indicators like that. I guess I haven't really ever found it to be very useful for myself. I'm not saying they're not useful. It's just I've never used them. Oh, come on. I'm waiting for... Once I hit this first target, we'll add it there for you to look at Ghost. I just don't want to freeze my charts at the moment. There we go. Now, this is the one on Ninja Trader, so I'm not really sure what some of the other ones look like. All right, we're going to have our stop loss. We can put the RSI on there too. Now, this is just what Ninja Traders MACD looks like. RSI. For some reason, that put the MACD and the... Oh, shoot. I didn't remove the MACD there. I guess I don't really see much of a difference. Like I said, I've never used these type of indicators, so... I mean, I've watched other people use them. I've just never used them. Looks like our runner's about to get stopped out, guys. Uh-oh. All right. Looks like runner's about to get stopped. We're right there at our bull bear line. Oh, yeah. Runner got stopped. Dude, we're just barely over $100 tonight. Let's see. There's also... Oh, I swear. Anybody listening to Methodical Man ever play that? We're trading the M&Q Tristan. Oh, goodness. This trading session tonight, guys, is super, super tough. Look at all these volume little spikes, man. That just kind of shows you that we're just going to pretty much stay in this range for a while here. We're trading the M&Q Tristan. Yeah, we took the first breakout. We took a loss this morning, Rogue Trader, our divorced dad. Then we caught the second move. We entered on another funded account on the second move. So we were kind of 1 for 1 on the fundeds. I don't know why that one indicator didn't pop on there. Maybe it's broken. Oh, I know what I got to do. Got to do the current trading session. That's what it is. What? There we go. I thought, man, I froze up my charts here, guys. No volume. The volume is completely dead. Woof. What's up, Ghost? What's up, Chuck? This Asian market has some good spread. Dude, I haven't done well at all tonight. I've been lucky enough just to get 5 points on each trade tonight to get us over the, what, $100. This price action's been super, super just choppy, kind of back and forth. We're pretty much been stuck in like a 40-point range all night long. Point of control is back up there at 845. Okay. Dude, I would love for us to fill that gap in at the 660s. That's kind of what I've been kind of shorting for the last few times that we've taken shorts, Andrew, that I was hoping that we would get the pull, push farther back. Nice on the Lusa payout user. Hopefully most of you guys have survived this evening. If you did take a loss, hopefully it wasn't terribly bad. You kept your losses to a minimum tonight. The only loss that we really took where we were in the red is a gold trade from earlier. We did try a gold trade, so we lost our gold trade. Yeah, we look for just pullbacks. No, never tried silver. I was at funded last week, Rogue, but I blew my funded last Monday on my Lucif account. And I don't even know why. I was halfway to payout too. I only needed to make like $450 more to get to payout. And being stupid. Yeah, I prefer to only trade the probably New York session friendly. We mainly do the Asia market just to try to build up our YouTube channel. And we just kind of trade on the, what do you want to call it? Just the eval in the Asia market. Come on. What do y'all think? We break out to the upside. We run point of control up there at 45. Just got to get through the 25s if we're going to continue higher here. Yeah, I think we have yet to run up there and take out the point of control at 45 in a while. So far, volume's looking fairly decent here. We're at what? 500, which is, I guess, is decent. So we just hit the first contract, and we'll see if this this will be just a kind of like a break-even trade if we lose. Come on. You want to see this number right here get up into like the thousands. This would be order flow accumulation delta on NinjaTrader. Oh no. Yeah, we long back above that 24 level for a quick 5 points, Rogue Trader. But that could have been a fake out. That could have been a fake out of that wedge. Remember how we're stuck in a wedge right now? So you can draw out a wedge. That could be the fake out for us to move to the downside. And with all these wicks on both sides, it's so really hard to tell which way we're going to go. I'm actually just looking to see if maybe we can push up to the point of control up there at 44. But like I said, we're only looking for 5 points in runners. Tonight's price action has been super tough. I think it'll be super tough just to get 10 points tonight when the market's only stuck in what, like I said, a 35 point range. I would have to do it on another charts because if I try to show it here, it would just freeze my charts up. I'll do it on Trading View for you. Oh, excuse me. I don't usually ever look at the daily charts. So there's your daily chart. I do like looking at the higher time frames. It's not that it would freeze because you know what it is. It has to recalculate everything, like like whatever indicators I got on here. So it has to reposition all the levels, and so it'll usually freeze it for a little bit. And I don't want to do that while we're in a trade. Mm. Man, is anybody taking some mini trades in this stuff tonight? What time is it? Shoot. No, it looks like the Bears are. Looks like the Bears are winning. All right, so it's going to be a break-even trade. Runner got stopped out. Man, what time is it? Almost 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I'm going to take this stuff off here. I got to take that off. That's just too much for me. I can't handle all that stuff on the chart. I don't know, man. Like I said, this is super tough price action, man. I think it's going to be like this probably until Thursday night. Dude, trust me, I am just lucky enough to be up $100 tonight. So that was a hard fought $100 tonight. That would be nice, Ghost. I'd love to see it kind of go to the top side and maybe take out the 80s or those what, whatever that big red candle is up there at the 480s. Yeah, probably until Thursday night. You got to figure for the next 2 days, there's going to be a lot of people still on each contract. So probably Thursday, Friday, maybe Wednesday if we're lucky, people will start finally just switching over to the June contracts. It's kind of like who's going to win the battle here. You might get that. You might get that bust here at what 11 o'clock, top of the hour. More likely, it's going to wait till the top of the hour. I'm not sure. Need some late night tweeting, huh? Or on the X, right? The Asian market is open, Ghost. It opened at 8 o'clock. Oh, no, you're fine. London session doesn't open till what? 3 o'clock Eastern time. Until the 29th, then it'll go back to, then they'll have their daylight savings time for the London. Let's see. Come on. Someone named Joseph falls asleep. Hmm. I don't guess I know who the Joseph is. If I had to get up and trade the London session, I'd probably fall asleep too. There's just no way for me to get up at freaking 1:30 in the morning. I mean, there is, but I couldn't do it. Ugh. It's already on what 10:30 my time, and I'm like sleepy as crap. Are you in the trade? We might get some movement. Woo! That's another 20 minutes of sitting here watching paint dry, man. I'd like to see us go for that gap fill in down at the 660s. So that means Asia might get a nice dump off today. But you don't know if the Asia, not Asia, but London's going to get that manipulation play where it pushes back up before it dumps off. Oh, my back. Okay, so you're out west. So what is that, Arizona time or California time? Ghost. I'm in central. I'm in central time. Someone asking Nate if he's from Minnesota. West Coast, yeah. Oh, Vancouver, Canada. Okay. Was not guessing the Vancouver, Canada at all. There's just no way I'm gonna try to short this again, guys. We done took this short at least twice, so there's no way I'm going to take it a third time. I'm just gonna have to sit here and watch. We're just in a super tight wedge. It's probably best just to stick to the sidelines at the moment, unless you're just going to trade a few micros. I wouldn't want to trade my fundeds with a mini or anything because Dude, this thing could just. The only thing I don't. It's almost like I just feel like if we're going to move down or up, we need to have like a manipulation play where you see it push out one side, then come back out the other. You're down $100. Well, that's really not. $100 is not terrible, terrible. That's the only thing about the Asia market. If you get down, it's really hard to bring that back sometimes, just because how slow the market is. That's why lately you'll hear me like call out the level that I'm gonna close my trade. So if I'm like saying the 25 is my bear bull line, if it breaks that, we're closing it. That's the reason why I do that now, because I try not to hold trades. I try not to get myself into those DCA trades where I'm trying to DCA out of the trade. So I'll give it a few more minutes. If it doesn't break, that's going to have to be it for me tonight, guys, because we will be back in the morning. Oof. Almost stopped out. Where did you get long from, Rogue Trader? The 25 is kind of like my bull bear line. Let me look at some of these other higher time frames, like the 4 hour. Garbage. More garbage. Dude, every single time frame looks horrible tonight. Oh, you said the 840, you thought we were going to the VWAP? Now I wonder if this is going to be the fake out. Remember how like say sometimes you get these fake outs to the downside? Do you go in heavy on your trades, Rogue Traders, or do you keep it just to like a just a micro or two? Oh, especially in the wedge. Let's see. I'm sorry, Easty, Esty. Mm. Yeah, this is a crappy week to be trading probably either session since this is rollover week. So it's going to be super tough price action this week. 5 or 10 contracts. Woof. You found one setup during the PM session. I mainly traded off pivots this morning. Mostly all my trades come off pivots this morning. Dude, is this finally the break to the downside? Holy goodness. You said you're a sucker for the SMTs. So what are you watching, the ES? Let's see. Oh, like I said, we're not going to take the short again because we've already taken it twice. I didn't I didn't know if we would bounce off that pivot at the 98s here. Oh no, I wouldn't short it. We would long it. What do we got? A minute 40 seconds. We're bouncing off the pivot at the moment. So see if we can finally get through that pivot. Oh, did you take the long off the pivot? Nice. There's a big possibility, man. That thing could rip all the way back up there. I mean, it's very easy to keep you a nice, short, tight stop loss. You can just play the backside of that pivot there. Let's wait and see what happens with this next candle. 10 seconds left. Nice wick. I wouldn't even mind seeing another retest of the pivot here. The only thing is, if we lose this pivot, man, we could easily go to the 670s. So just trying to be careful and wait. Still holding pivot. I'm only going to give this 5 points. So if it basically comes back and loses the 800, we'll close it. And we're just looking for 5 points. Dude, volume sucks. I wish I had got the trade off the pivot, but I wasn't sure if it was going to hold or not, Rogue. Yeah, we don't want to hold this all the way to the 670s, guys. So like I said, if we lose our pivot, we will close our trade. We got 1 minute 40 seconds left. No, we don't ever mess with the silver trades. Man, this thing's stuck. $50 seconds left. Oh crap! I looked away. I was looking at the chat. Ah, damn it. That's not good, guys. On my short. It's going all the way to the 670s. I gotta probably get out of this trade because it already kind of $30 in the red. I mean, I guess we could try add. We could anticipate a bounce off the 75. Not getting back through this pivot, guys. Where's mine? Oh, that 87's off of that other big wick up there. Next target down would be 665. We could close the trade out now and only be $20 in the red. Right now we're $40 in the red, $50 in the red. I don't know if we get back above that. Yeah, I tried to long back up to like say 810s. I thought we would get another at least an 810 push. And unfortunately we pushed down really hard. And I looked away for a minute and then we dropped below kind of that bull bear line, my next bull bear line, which is that pivot, the line we got marked out here on the page. It's not looking too good because we could easily go all the way down to the, what, 765s. I could close it out now and pretty much walk away break even. Except for being the red 20 bucks. I just pretty much just lose the profits that we made tonight. What is good? We're about to have 55 seconds left. That's what I'm thinking too tonight at some time, that we'll fill in that gap fill all the way down at 660. 35 seconds left. $20 seconds left. That's not a good sign either. Most of the time, create this little one. A lot of times, hoping this is like a manipulation play. Then we get that push back up there to the 10. Yeah, I could still, like I said, we could close our trade right now and just have a minimum loss. I really don't want to lose probably more than $300 to $400 on this trade. No, I don't know what it's going to do. I mean, I've been kind of short biased for most of the night. But I didn't expect us to lose the pivot so fast. No, I don't really do any of that stuff, Ross. I mean, I know there's probably people online that do. I couldn't tell you anything about them. So we will add in at 75. If we hit 75, that would be our next add in, 75. But I'm not sure if we get back through our pivot here. Ooh, it's so tempting. Just close the trade and just be out of this for 20 bucks in the red. You can see we'll just be $20 in the red if we close it here. We're just pretty much just risking the profits that we made tonight. If we hold it, we could possibly look into DCA into it. The 50% pullback, if we do get the 50% pullback here, that would put us around the 810s. But I'm just not sure if we're able to get back through this pivot or not. Dirty, 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 methodical man. All right, we're about to have a new 5-minute candle. Got 1 minute left. The EA's keeping us alive. Come on, break the pivot. If we break that pivot, we should get the push. We could close it out to be $2.50 in the green. $5. So right now we just pretty much lost the profits that we make tonight if we close it here. All right. New candle. It's got to get through the pivot here, guys. Is my ES above the pivots? I don't know. I'm not looking at any ES charts at the moment. Yeah, I feel like we're definitely probably the downside is probably the right direction to pick. We're just hoping that we can get out of this with a 50% pullback of the line. So if we pull fib on this, kind of hoping that we 50% is all the way up at 10. I was actually thinking that we would got the push down to 865 when we started pushing through a while ago. A little more. Dude, even in the Asia market, 10 points just seems like forever, man. It seems like it's so far away. We still got 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Montanaco man's on the 30-second charts, man. That's insane. How's your day been going, only day trader? Woo. One minute left, guys. 1 minute left for a new candle. Need to kind of see a print right here above the, 98, 99s. But, man, that candle would have to print. It's not the Asian market unless you get trapped in a trade, guys. Try the 3-second candles makes it look like it goes faster. Oh, that's insane. I don't even, well, no, I guess I've looked at 1 second. No, I haven't. I don't even think I've ever looked at 3-second candles. I've looked at 10s and 15s, but I don't think I've ever even considered looking at 3-second charts. That sounds just insane. Sounds insane. All right, we may survive this. No, you son of a bee, man. That thing got within like 2 points of me. close it out now, be break even, still keep our $100 and move on to the New York session, guys. It's very, very tempting. I just don't want to get within like a few points. There we go. All right. The pivot saved us. We got back above the pivot. We could only hit the 10s here. You think this is the low? Woo, that would be nice there, Rogue. I don't know. I don't see how we don't go to the New York session. Nice. We were in the red. Now we're up to 150. So nice, nice. We escaped that one. Now the 50%, remember we pulled fib on this, that 810 is kind of the 50% here. You've seen this happen over and over again. I don't think I can say profitable because I probably have spent more money over the last 2 years than what we've made. 2 Pro. I've only been trading consistently for about 2.5 years, and we've only been pretty consistent. I mean, you know, we just go through our up and downs like most people probably over the last year. But probably the most consistency over the last, say, 4 to 6 months. And that's after a lot of, you know, ups and downs over the last 2 years. Yes, Matt FX. I'm not sure what 24810 is. Oh, yeah, that was your 50% pullback on the Fibonacci user. What's up, Will? There's your 810 pullback. That's why I wanted to be out before that 810 hit. That's your 50%. And I just got that pull and fib. In the nighttime session, Asia market, it loves the 50% mark. So if you pull this leg here, which is there to the bottom, see we're at the 50% right now. So if this is not going to continue higher, this could just be the leg pullback to sell back down. Possible. But if we can start losing this session, maybe we run some of these wicks up here. A lot of wicks up there. Whew, it's already 10:20. It's getting late, guys. Getting late for myself. Yeah, we're trading on futures. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me. Rogue. You were asking Matt. So this big purple box that you're looking at, um, this is your 4 hour candle right here. And right now we just pull back to the 50% of that 4 hour candle. So that's kind of what you're seeing with the blue line that's marked out there. Those are automatically put on there just based off checking a little box. What is that? Where it marks out where I use the opening range, kind of marks out all the higher time frames. It helps me out a lot. This way, I'm still able to see higher time frames without, like I said, moving around to different charts. So I usually just do the first 4 hour candle. So from 9 to 10 o'clock till 2, then from 2 to 6, and then I start kind of tapering it off with 1 hour charts. Oh, goodness. Uh, so it kind of looks like this during the New York session. So all these little blue boxes are 1 hour candles, and the purple ones are your 4 hour candles. So if we get stopped out here, guys, this will be the last trade of the evening. So we were at least able to survive that little sell-off that we got caught in. That's the only good thing about trading the nighttime, is we always get those nice little pullbacks. Unless you just get one of those crazy dump off, then there's nothing you can do about that. No, Husk is not my real name, Matt. Williams is my last name. That's in a TikTok chat, methodical man. TikTok chat. You're in the wrong lobby. Get it right, methodical. I was hoping we'd get a quick push up to the 25, but I don't know. They can see it. You got how many? Oh, is there a gold trade? Did I miss the gold trade? I missed the gold trade here. Yeah, it was. It was a whatchamacallit. Yeah. Try silver. Dude, silver will rip your face off, Will. Oh, you're buying right now, Anthony? I mean, it's another what you want to call it? Another pivot test. Where comes the bots? Oh, you're trying crypto, Bailey? The only thing I've been doing with crypto lately is I started trying to like stack up some more XRP. I sold all my XRP like when they first came back around. I think I had like 1,000 XRP at one time. Then we ended up selling them. I just recently started buying back into them. I think right now we only got like 100 or so, 100 and something of them. I don't think I have it into me to try to learn some more charts, Anthony. I've been trading the NQ pretty consistently for the last 2 years. I'd hate to feel like I got to start over. And you got to think most of the people that subscribe to my channel, mostly everybody does either the ES or the NASDAQ. Dude, 25 points seems so far away right now. We're on the Ninja Trader, chum. Silver's breaking out. I don't even have silver on my charts. All we have is gold and the NQ. Dude, silver's breaking out too. Look at, I mean, gold's breaking out too. I don't know what breakout means for gold. I mean, but it's up like 10 points. We're pretty much just trading off some kind of type of support and resistance, Jack. So this trade was just taken above the Fibonacci pivot. I don't know. I would be okay just to get stopped out for break even. My eyes are so heavy right now. We're definitely up a little later than we were planning on trading here. Wonder why they don't allow you to use Ninja Trader in Africa. We're on the 5 minutes. All right. Oh, come on. Usually on gold, I usually trade these swings. So we just had a setup here. So your entry would have been at 50.25. All right, guys. Methodical man took the long. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We did lose a little bit on that, so that knocked us back down to 130 for the night. Like I said, usually we just try to get between $100 and $200 in the Asia market because it's so slow. That red there was on a funded account on gold, so we did lose like 20 bucks on a gold play earlier. So yeah, most of the time we are green in the Asia market just because we keep our trades fairly small. We try not to over leverage too much in the Asia market because you get yourself in trouble. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck to anybody that's going to continue trading the rest of the night. All right. Thank you guys.